Oh, you
Hello,
didn't get the
everybody,
double sound.
And
That was
welcome
horrible.
to Millennial Movie Talk,
Oh.
episode 101. I'm one
Season
of your
2.
co-hosts. Season 2 of Millennial Movie Talk. Here we go, lads.
Are we doing this?
Woo!
Are we doing seasons?
We're starting it exactly how we started the first season,
Which is us three.
which is just
So
the three of
in
us.
17 episodes, Steph will come back.
And then in, what, like 60-something episodes? we'll get
70.
Chris?
70. Nearly 80. No, I reckon it's like 77. Chris will pop back up.
Yeah, we'll
So
see another face
At
come
177, we'll have Chris back.
back. There it is.
But right now, I'm back with the...
Back to
Do you know what would be
the
interesting if we
original
had...
three.
If we were recording video from episode 1.
Oh, we
and
can
we could
watch
see
back
what
and
we-
see what we look like. I was so much skinnier.
That was so much useful.
I'm one of
We
your
were
hosts.
so much happier.
It was so much. Michael now just looks like... You've been through some shit, man.
I've been through a lot.
Somehow you look like more like Troy Bolton from High School Musical 1 than ever.
I'm Braden. I'm joined, as always, by the wonderful Alexander Lamb.
So
And
I thought that'd be dumb.
the always wonderful...
Oh, wait.
You're right.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What on earth are you
Look
doing?
what I put out of my ear.
What the shit is that? Oh, it's the end of
It's
the,
the end of the glasses.
sunglasses. Okay.
We like,
God.
we like to have fun here, don't we?
Jesus Christ. And I'm joined by Michael Herman.
And Michael,
Hello.
How are you lads doing this week?
tired.
We had episode 100 last week.
We did. Why are you drinking your thing like that?
Braden.
It's his drink.
Everyone mugs up.
Mugs up.
Mugs up.
Mugs down.
Mugs, heads down, thumbs up.
Oh,
Heads
man,
down,
that
mugs
was
up.
such a good game. How often did you guys play that in school?
Not enough for me to get chosen ever.
Oh.
For the person who put the thumbs down.
Oh, that was you had a good life. if
I
you
never
did
got
that.
chosen.
I did.
Yeah.
Sad time.
So this is why Michael and I are the way we are. It's why he's doing so much better than me.
Oh, okay.
Because I was always the person with my
You always
eyes
got
open,
kicked?
putting the thumbs down. He always had to have his
I
head
always
down.
had my eyes closed.
Head down.
Michael's more observant in life than I am. This got really weird.
Do we want to talk about something that is also very weird?
Michael, we've got something to talk to you about.
No, it's not an intervention this time around. It's Space Jam 2. Oh,
Oh,
Jesus
no.
Christ.
Why was that the first
so
thing?
bad.
Why was that the first thing? I
No, you know what it was? It was an excerpt from the show that we watched that we'll talk about later
yeah.
on.
No, straight up. Like in that moment, I was like trying to think of something to say that wasn't too bad. Like it was going to be
So
my head.
you went to...
Do you know what my head went to? My head went from. No, I was going to say cocaine. Nah, I wanted to be something like I think I was meant to say kid. Like,
Oh my God.
but that's
But why is
somehow
that? Why'd
worse.
your mind go there too?
I know. I think what happened was you went, okay, I'm going to pick something tame. And then you thought of things that would be bad to say. And then you just said one
Yeah.
of those.
You know what I think? It's what it is. It was exactly what was on his mind. But it's not me. We should talk about it. It's you. Why was that on your mind, Alex?
Where are they?
Jesus
Where are the
Christ.
bodies?
Space Jam 2.
A new legacy.
A new legacy.
Jinx to both of you.
The king.
Well, this is going to be an interesting
gonna be a
podcast. But you can't
You can
talk.
punch me. It's fine.
Yeah, I will.
LeBron James is back for the first time with the Looney Tunes. Did you just mute yourself? Okay, sure. Well, I was going to get your input on a lot of this stuff.
Who's
Okay.
jinxed?
I mean, how do you undo a jinx? It's
Say their
been
name.
18 years.
Just say their name.
Really?
Yeah.
If I say it?
Me.
Oh, okay. Who's that sitting next to you?
It's a man.
Okay. This is going to be an interesting show.
When I'm ready for him to speak, I'll say his name.
Fair enough.
Until then.
you trigger him like the Winter Soldier. You say all these successive things and end it with his name. No, so the Space Jam 2 trailer was interesting. I kind of want to discuss our thoughts
Now,
on
the
it.
thing is, I didn't actively go out, search it up
And
to
seek
watch
it?
it. I forgot I had forgot it come out. And then later that night, it was a YouTube ad.
Yeah.
So then I was like,
Then you just
wait,
watched
hold on a
it
sec,
there?
what's this? Oh.
Oh, it's this. I think Alex wants to say something, but we'll get back to him at a later date.
We'll check in with him when we're ready.
This one looks like Don Cheadle is the king of a Matrix type world that's owned by WB and HBO Max, and it's Ready Player One,
But with
meets
Looney Tunes.
basketball with Looney Tunes, and LeBron James looks like he's going to be animated for a fair chunk of the film.
See, the weird thing about the trailer is he's in 3 different
There's
states.
states to this
So you're in real world live action.
beforehand.
Then
Before they go into
Then he's sucked into the cartoon world.
Yeah.
Where it's all cartoon.
he gets sent down to Looney Tune land.
And then we're back in sort of Space Jam #1-esque where
The big final
MJ LeBron is in like themselves live
Yes.
action in a cartoon world.
Yeah. but now they're all in 3D CG instead of fake 2D.
Yes.
Dude, I have so many feelings about this, and I really want Alex's opinion on it. I would love to hear what he says about, because I'm concerned with it, like the difference between the two Space Jams now being that one, Michael Jordan couldn't act, and two, LeBron can, which is okay.
But I think that's the charm of the first one is like the whole MJ can't act.
That's my
sorta.
my whole favorite part of that film is him in full real life live action with he's only on a green screen and he has to interact with all these people who he can't see. And I think that's the fun of it.
But I think the interesting part is when you think about it, I feel like talking more about towards sport, NBA players these days, like I think it's like they're on screen a lot more. Like they're in ads, but like ads aren't like what they were in the 90s where like, you know, you have the whole MJ stop it sort of thing. But like, you know, it's just like him talking to the camera, whereas ads nowadays, like you see the State Farm ones and like
LeBron's Sprite ad.
And like LeBron in the Sprite. Like, so I feel like when they do ads, they do more acting.
Yeah.
They're a bit more exposed to actual acting rather than just reading a script.
And he's dabbled in stuff before in Hollywood. Like he's done little cameos here and there and some stuff. Like he's actively practicing his acting.
Yeah.
Unlike other NBA
and I
think
train. Screen presence and then obviously like the social media and everything. It's like always being out, like being sort of on screens and like recording yourself doing things.
He talks a lot for like things that he does with charity and things like that.
So I feel like he's a lot more maybe comfortable on that sort of thing. Where like obviously MJ being a big basketball, you're used to like the media attention, but you're not used to being like on like filmed for a movie. You have to be switched on.
Yeah. It's interesting to say the least.
So I always thought LeBron would be like a better
a good
actor in the movie.
Yeah.
It's really weird the fact that his kid's not like it's just not Bronny.
Yeah, that's hilarious and such a fun story.
Because it was smoking weed.
Smoking that pot.
So
the part that I'm concerned about is that I'm worried that majority of this film is going to be that middle section where he's animated. And I'm really concerned as to how that'll be. Because I really don't think it'll be as fun as
I feel like
MJ in live action. And this is the thing that Alex wanted to talk about.
I feel like the charm of it is the whole half and half sort of like while MJ's normal.
Yeah. And you see him interacting with like a green prop.
Yeah.
That they then animate afterwards.
And like obviously that's gonna look a lot better with the way animating is nowadays. But I don't like I kind
of feel like it's a cop out.
I don't like the like. Yeah, I know they probably want to do something a bit different. Like they don't want to just be like, oh, here's what Space Jam did. Here's an updated version with just LeBron being LeBron in a cartoon world. So I understand why they've gone for that route. But like, I'm still excited for it.
Yeah,
like it's the one thing I'm really anticipating. Like I'm excited to see how they do the basketball. Now,
I think the final
also they don't have the whole arc of players getting their talent stolen.
That is also a concern for me. I'm very worried about because that's part of Space Jam that makes it so funny. They keep while he's training the Looney Tunes up to be the Toon Squad. You're cutting back to them in the real world, not being able to play basketball and like seeking medical assistance and like going to the psychic and stuff like that.
Yeah, and like the NBA games are getting cancelled because they think players were all going to get sick.
It becomes like a COVID outbreak thing. It's so good.
It's just a wacky sort of side plot.
Yeah, and it's so much fun to cut between.
And like having the greater WB unit, like, you know, all their properties.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the whole thing calling it Space Jam is the fact that it's Looney Tunes with like
aliens,
an NBA player sort of thing. And like the aliens, that's where the Space Jam comes from as well. So just having that entire universe isn't really like, I think they're playing off the hype like of the normal, like the original Space Jam movie.
Yeah.
Because Looney Tunes are still in it, but now it's just this big giant universe.
Yeah. It's very much more Ready Player One.
And with that, what else are we talking about?
Oh my god!
Let's hear from Alex.
There it is.
Hey, I take it seriously, man.
Yeah.
I'm ready for you just to like gun through every single point you have.
Yeah, no. So that was interesting. It was like actually watching the show
Oh, you were a listener for
I
a
was a
second.
listener. I can see why we don't have followers.
I mean, when it's just Michael and I
Yeah,
talking,
I know,
that's
right?
not
You need
great.
me. No, I'm kidding. So it's interesting because I didn't mind the fact that they put LeBron in 2D when he first goes to, when he first goes to Toon World.
They send him down to the derelict
Yeah.
town of
Look,
the
I feel like
rejects
if they
who
do
aren't
it-
popular anymore.
Like if they do it all right, like I don't hate the idea. I just obviously because you're not as nostalgic on Space
No,
Jam.
I did rewatch it though, but
Yeah.
like
You just watched the
So,
original.
like,
I
I-
like it. I mean, I don't like what they're doing with the movie. That's if I was to go with positives first, I like that.
The thing is, the animation of LeBron isn't bad. Like that looks good.
I like when
think
he
the style
legs
of them
come
and
out.
everything. I think you can really have some fun with it. It's like that moment when Wayne Knight gets like
Squashed,
flattened
yeah.
and
Yeah.
sent
And they
around
pump him-
everywhere.
yeah, they pump him
like
up,
you get
yeah.
this moment of he's acting like a Looney Tune, but he's also still kind of real CG stuff. Like that's interesting.
So, here's my biggest issue with it:
Yeah,
the fact that it is very Ready Player One,
yeah.
and that's not just talking about the Iron Giant being in there.
It's literally just the Iron Giant.
Big
over there.
resurgence from him, by the way.
Yeah, he's
we
making
like
a
the Iron
comeback.
Giant again.
Oh, I have not watched that.
Have you
movie
looked at
in
the,
years.
the list of all the background characters?
Yeah, it's
Like-
ridiculous. The mask.
It's insane. The Mask, both penguins from the old show, Batman TV show.
And then DeVito.
And DeVito's. And none of these are the actual actors, though.
Yeah.
You've got the people from The Matrix. You've got all these other.
Have you gone frame by
weird,
frame
kooky
though?
custom
At
ones?
some of the animation, the 3D animation, looks real bad.
Oh, no.
Yeah, especially the Flintstones when
Yeah.
when you go through that shot of them and the mystery machines there.
Yeah.
So to me, this just feels like Warner Brothers going. And it's not a great time to be Warner Brothers on our show.
Yeah, Warner Brothers on our show is.
So
like,
obviously Kong's in the movie.
yeah. And he looks
Really,
really bad, mind you.
They should have just got the model from, not even that one, Peter Jackson's.
Yeah, why does he look? He looks so bad.
Yeah, so
And they do a close up on his face.
yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? He looks terrible.
So it just looks like a bad. It just like It's exactly what I don't want movies to be, where it's a studio going, look at all of our IP and
Yeah,
just throw it into
it's just
it.
like flexing how many things they own.
And so it's not. There's nothing from space anymore, is there? It's in the serververse or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all like he even says.
So now
like,
we're
at
getting a
the
bit
start,
of
he
a
makes the
Wreck-It
Matrix
Ralph
joke.
breaks the internet
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah, honestly, it will be that.
So I feel like I know why they're using the name Space Jam, like because it's like an NBA player with the Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's not going to be the focus anymore. Like,
No, there won't be any space. It's a serververse. Or do you think it's actually Warner Brothers server that he gets sucked into? Like it's in plot, it's going to be Warner Brothers. He's in the Warner Brothers building.
So
Gets sucked into the server.
So Don Cheadle falling on hard times because he thought he wasn't going to be in another Marvel property
Took this
until
job.
they announced
Wars.
Armor Wars. So in that period
He's a
of time
Falcon.
where he was terrified that he had lost his job as War Machine, he was like, "Oh shit, I don't know what else I'm going to be in. I guess I'll let Warner Brothers buy my like physical human appearance for their AI that lives in their server for some reason." And he has a little animated sidekick.
And then just some of the line delivery. Like I don't blame LeBron, but like
I blame writing.
I blame the writing, which is when LeBron's like, "What in the Matrix hell?"
yeah,
It's so
but like you see, it's like not even like his delivery; it's just the line
Yeah.
itself.
It's the writing.
like if he just said what the hell, like it would have been
And
so much better.
I looked up this
Adding
director.
Matrix in there. Oh
Looked
no,
up this director.
Who is it?
He's directed such hits as Scary Movie 5. Do I need to continue? Do I need
I
to?
think you're done.
because I think that's going to be the top of the list.
No, it's the worst one. He's directed. There's actually one that's like, oh, he directed that, but like, I don't think it was that great.
I'm looking it
What
up.
was it?
I don't.
Oh, you can't remember.
Let's have a look. Was it Girls Trip?
Yeah, Girls Trip.
Jesus
Girls Trip was
Christ.
good. Apparently,
I never.
that gave us Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah, no, that you are fair. That did give us Tiffany Haddish.
We like Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah,
Have you guys watched or tried to watch that Bad Trip movie on
No, not yet.
God, no.
with Eric Andre and Lil Ro? So
I've
I
seen
couldn't.
some people liking it.
I couldn't really get into it. I watched half of it, but a lot of people love it.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people like actually really liking it and stuff.
Okay.
The more I look at my camera, sorry, it's just on a tilt.
So, is it on an angle?
Yeah,
Oh, you can fix that in post.
yeah. I'll just zoom in and
Yeah. At this point in the video, I want you to not have it fixed in post and then fix it.
okay.
So you fix it beforehand, and then when we're discussing it right now, really awkwardly, you deliberately take that edit off So you
I'll
see the
keyframe
true
it so it
angle.
slowly goes until we finish the conversation.
Oh,
Stop.
that's gross.
But like,
I love it.
I don't like.
I'm concerned.
It's just the whole because
Okay,
like
Mark.
also it's LeBron. It was MJ teaming up with the Looney Tunes. That was a big part of it. Was the Looney Tunes, and now the fact that they've got all these other all their other properties in there. How much of the focus is going to
exactly.
be on just LeBron and because like a good like. An interesting part was like them trying to train and like they're being really bad and MJ trying to like get them together like but we've had
MJ's
that
secret stuff.
You can't do that again because we've had that.
But I think that's all
Also-
we're gonna get because you get that sequence. Like I just pulled up the trailer again. You get that bit where he's like, "Okay, cool. We're gonna have to make an incredible team to do this."
Gandalf,
So he puts like
Superman,
Superman, Gandalf, King Kong, and Iron
Iron
Giant,
Giant.
which is like, okay, you listed the properties that you actually own, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it's also like, why would LeBron put Gandalf up? Sure, whatever.
Yeah, why Gandalf? Gandalf couldn't ball.
And then clearly the story's going to be, oh, well, we can't get them or they don't want to be a part of it or whatever. So I guess we're stuck here with the Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
And the Looney Tunes are stupid.
I
They
mean,
shoot the
we
ball. He says
do-
shoot the ball and he
Yeah,
shoots the
so
ball.
we can't
Oh.
have Pepe Le Pew, but we can have Yosemite shooting guns.
No, so the thing that I've seen, everyone hopefully has seen
Yeah.
going around online. So Pepe Le Pew got cancelled. And we're going to pause the show for a second while Braden runs away. Alex, you can explain it.
Yeah, I'm
why Pepe
repeat-
Le Pew got cancelled and who's in the background?
Me. No, so I don't know what the actual names are, but Pepe Le Pew gets cancelled because he embodies rape culture.
And then it's the people from
Clockwork Orange,
yeah.
which are actual rapists.
And just all around bad, like
Awful,
If you ever
awful
look, if you've ever
people.
seen the movie, they're like assaulting and
Yeah,
everything. Like
they're
it's
bad
just,
men. We don't like them.
But
No, we don't.
yeah, we do. I think get cameos from some NBA players. I think it's more they've used their likeness and sort of.
They're using their voices too because they are credited.
Yeah, I think it's like they're using their likenesses for this goon squad. So we've got people like Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson, Damian
Dame.
Lillard. I can't remember.
There's 2 female WNBA players.
Oh
aren't
yeah,
there?
there's some WNBA
Is
players.
it also just me or do the Goon Squad look like really generic?
Yeah, they do.
It's like,
They're
this
the
one's-
X-Men.
This one's the fast one. This one's fire. This one's water.
This one's ice. Whatever.
Yeah,
Like the great part about the Goon Squad originally was that they have embodied the NBA players that they stole their power
Yeah.
from.
I mean, these guys look like them, but like,
yeah.
like, that's
and
it.
I'm guessing like
and those little creatures were fun.
The AD one's gonna be
The ones that took that were originally
Oh yeah, the
Monstars.
The Monstars.
Yeah, but
the
like
Monstars
before-
were amazing.
yeah.
But I feel like obviously they're gonna like replicate. So AD's gonna be tall and pretty like lanky, sort of like a bit skinnier. Dame's gonna be a bit shorter,
You'd
sort
think.
of thing.
I couldn't tell who was who.
I couldn't tell who was who either.
I could when there was like
Only
a
the
picture
oth-
because you
When
could
you're actually comparing them.
because you could see it in the face. But if you were just watching like the sequence, you wouldn't have.
Yeah,
So you could probably see if you can pull up a picture with like the side by side comparisons.
I only knew the WNBA players because obviously they had feminine.
Because they were,
females.
not as masculine body shape.
But yeah, I think that's. Look, I'm
Not
still
keen.
anticipated for
You're
it,
cautiously optimistic.
but I am very cautiously optimistic because I know they're not trying to like replicate or do Space Jam, original Space, like better than the original Space Jam, but I'm scared that they might not ruin it, but like just like the name, like,
Put a
obviously the
bad
name-
taste in your
but
mouth,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just yeah.
Hey, Zendaya, Lola Bunny. That's weird.
That's super weird.
It's really weird.
I don't understand why they had to hide that from everyone until now.
Yeah, it was really weird that they didn't announce that earlier.
Yeah.
I do think the CGI on them does look really good.
Oh no,
like the fur and the lighting.
Some of them maybe.
You got to admit the lighting on Bugs
it'll be
Bunny.
all the main ones will look really good, and then like it'll kind of get progressively worse as like if they're in it less and less.
Who
Like
is it?
you look at that image of the lighting on his fur. That looks really good.
Who looks real bad? The two of them that look the same. Porky Pig looks
Porky
real
Pig
bad.
and Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd looked bad.
Really,
Yeah.
I can't see if you can get a side by side like of the other NBA players.
There's a shot with all of them, and it's not even a great shot of Lowell. It's not even good. Hey, fucking bugs.
We are outside.
Like that.
That one there.
they
No,
look-
not that shot
Not
there.
that one.
There's one where you see them all. Yosemite. They're all lined up.
As long as you don't ruin Taz. I'll
Is
be
it when
happy.
he drops his mouth?
Yeah,
Like the
Daffy drops
Oh
his mouth.
god, yeah, they do not look good at all.
Yeah, none of them look good there.
No, especially
Lola.
especially Elmer.
And look at Lola.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lola looks bad as well.
Yeah.
So hopefully there's a bit of refinement before it comes out.
Didn't know that Lola got introduced in Space Jam as a character.
Didn't
I thought she
you?
was always just around.
Ah, mate.
Nah,
Wait, no, she was only introduced in.
Yeah.
I assume she was just in the Looney
Yeah,
Tunes.
same.
as-
Nah, so they introduced her. It was such like a moment where like every like teenage boy who went and had just hit puberty went, okay.
Nah,
Boing, oing, oing.
cartoon rabbits don't do it for me, boys.
No, they don't do it
Hey,
really
that's
for
fair
me
enough.
either.
This thing's dropping, so it's popping up in your frame. Don't mind me, Alex. Oh, can you mute me? Move on to our next topic.
What's our next topic?
Just what we've been watching.
Michael, what have you been watching?
Started watching The Office again for no apparent reason because it's on Netflix now.
Do you want me to?
pretty
Do
much
you want some muscles over there?
Being past it. The one thing
Pull
that
it towards yourself.
because I did mention it on the last episode I was on was the whole Last Chance U basketball.
Yes.
And I finished it the other week, but obviously we've had 2 episodes where one we didn't talk about and I wasn't on the other
Stop
one.
talking.
So
you be quiet.
so as like you're progressing through the season, like obviously they're getting closer to the state championship, the second to last. So pretty much the whole last part of the second to last episode and the first part of the last episode is dedicated to the one game before they if they lose it, they don't make state.
The big game.
So and like they are like struggling like towards the end of it. Like you think they're going to get knocked out, and they're like rally
get
back
back up again.
so hard. Like it's like actually like I was in bed. I was like sitting up, like almost like creeping towards the edge of my bed because I was like just so into it. Like you're actually cheering for this. Like they make you really like this team.
Yeah.
So they go ahead and win it, and over that sort of this last episode, you start hearing little bits about COVID because so obviously this was like it was
Starts
filmed
again.
end of 19, start of
Yeah, end
20.
of 1920.
So that's not like normally how like the seasons go, like basketball seasons.
I want a
and stuff.
COVID verse. Oh no, COVID's just becoming a character and stuff now, isn't it?
I just look at this image going around online.
Yeah, right.
So dumb. Anyway,
But
It's
So
like they didn't know whoever was in charge of just like putting their IP and stuff was like, well, we're gonna put these guys. It's like they never seen
Are
it.
we willing to bet that they're going to CGI them out?
Yeah, absolutely. They will. They would not be in the finished film.
But so yeah, as you progress through this, like the episode, like you hear a little bit more about COVID, and like it was that point of COVID, like when you get to the point where everyone's like, oh no, it won't affect us. Like it's only here, it'll
We're
be
immune.
fine. So like
We're
they go about thinking that the tournament will go ahead, like everyone's really hyped for it, and then it starts like hitting the US, and you start hearing about all the all the big like college things getting cancelled. So like the
Right.
March Madness sort of thing, and like the Pac-10 and all these big sporting tournaments are slowly getting cancelled. And because it's junior college, they're still going, and like they're getting on the bus like the day of the tournament. They get on the
And
bus.
then they gotta get off.
Coach gets a call, has to then go on the bus and tell everybody. Like they're all ready to go. Like it is packed. The bus is packed. Everyone's sitting on there, and coach walks on. It's like, nah, we're done. Like that's all he says. Is like it's not like hey, like he just walks on. It's like, nah, guys. So then like the assistant's just like having to walk on the bus, like getting everyone to go back into the locker room, and like this dude, the coach just like breaks. Like it is like absolutely shattered him. But yeah, it's like it was such
heartbreaking.
It's such an emotional end because like obviously like the whole thing is like they want like you want to win the championship, but like, they're all fighting to get a D1 scholarship, and quite like the main ones you follow all end up going to D1 schools or the school they wanted, the college they wanted to go to.
We like them.
So like it's a happy ending, but like it's just not fulfilling because they didn't get to play the game.
Yeah.
And it's just it was a really good. It was good to see because like I don't know, it's not when you watch like the football ones. Football players like everyone's fighting for their position.
Yeah.
Like you have about 3 quarterbacks on the team. Everyone's like out to try and snake everyone. There's like so much like tension on like the like so like. But in this one, like there's little niggles. Like someone wants to be like reckons he should be a starter, but like sort of everyone because it's a smaller group. Everyone kind of just rallies around each other,
works together,
and
a lot
it's
more. A smaller cohesive group
Yeah.
rather than a larger combative group.
So yeah, I recommend it.
Is it better than? Do you like it more than the other?
I
one?
like it because I like basketball more.
Yeah.
I found like the football one interesting to see, like just to see it because like
It seems like the tension in that one would have been a lot bigger because of all the.
I feel like you would have
infighting.
learned more in the football one.
yeah, but like and the thing with the football one is especially the first 2 seasons, it was a big on the coach as well.
Yeah.
Where here, like this is big on the coach. Like it's on the coach. Like it focuses on because he took this job. It's like obviously not a lot of money, and he keep like with all these teams, he keeps getting to like the state championship, but never making the final game. Like they always miss out like 1 or 2 games or something.
Classic.
So like he's chasing that, but like he always
Get a better team. Play better.
I mean, yeah.
These are like high schoolers, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm fucking up these high schoolers, aren't I?
Yeah.
Never watched
So
the
it's
show.
just, I don't know. I liked the basketball one more because I like basketball more.
Yeah,
But
that's fair
the
enough.
football one is very interesting to watch.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
yeah.
We like football.
If you're intrigued, you should watch both realistically,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Would you still recommend watching Last Chance the football one first?
Well, you don't really
There's no rule.
It's the same kind of structure. They
shady
go to
water.
one of these schools. They're very much heavy on the Last Chance U, like the football one. He's very much focused on saying like this, like sticking to the name, like this is your last chance. Like
Yeah.
if you
Really is
if
that.
This is
you
your
mess-
last chance, you.
if you mess up, like you're not going to get where you want. They don't. That's not sort of the attitude in this one. Like this one's like you guys are going to get where you're going. Like just keep pushing it.
Yeah.
And like
God damn.
so it's
heavy stuff.
It's
pretty heavy stuff.
it's interesting because you like obviously like they interview these dudes like these 18-year-olds and like just to see like the passion these dudes have about like the sport is unreal.
Yeah, that's cool. It's very cool.
Other than that, that's I don't know, just
Mainly what you
random movies just as we go along, but yeah, that's about the only interesting thing.
Very nice, very nice. Alex, do you want to go first? Or do you
Yeah,
want me to?
watch a couple things. Some new, some are rewatches. So first over Easter long weekend, we'll call it, because 4-day weekend.
Hell yeah, Australia. So apparently Americans don't go as hard for Easter.
We love Easter.
I think we only love it because we get public holidays out of it.
Yeah,
And that's why we make a big deal
Let's
out of
go.
it. But
we have a public holiday for a race, man.
apparently America
For a
just
horse race.
don't really care about Easter, which is crazy.
That's how much we will use any excuse to have a day off work.
We will use... Yeah, I'm against horse racing. That's just my personal...
Also, if the old lady across the sea has a birthday, we'll take it off too. Not even her birthday.
Old lady
It's
who
not even-
doesn't
yeah.
actually have any impact on our country.
It's also just not her birthday.
Yeah, true. Half the time it's not her birthday.
We'll take the day off. Let's go.
God
Win
damn.
for us. So I use the time wisely to watch some movies.
You did some homework as well.
A lot of homework. That was bad burp.
Oh no, unpleasant.
At least I moved away from the mic.
You did.
I'm
and then
maturing.
we took 10 seconds to talk about it, so it's all good. Bounces out.
So I rewatched a movie I saw in theaters a few months ago. I don't think you were on the show at this point for me to bring it up. It's called Another Burp Coming.
Oh no. What was it?
It's called The Dry.
Oh yes, it's the Aussie one.
Yeah.
Based on the
Mr. Banner,
based on the
the book written by a non-Aussie.
thriller. Yeah, written by I think Jane Harper.
Yeah, she is not Australian, but she spent some time down here and then wrote a murder mystery set in rural Victoria.
Rural. Out in the bush, mate.
In the bush. So obviously Eric Banner talked about it in the show. If you want to hear my thoughts, find it. Go back. It's probably in the title somewhere.
Back then. Yeah, actually I'll go check and see which episode it was.
Really enjoy this film. Really enjoy this one. Rewatched it by myself because it was out to buy on iTunes. So I bought it on iTunes. Then I watched it with mum and dad the next day again. So I watched it twice. Good movie.
What they think?
They loved it.
Yeah?
We like The Dry. We like The Dry.
I am very intrigued to see this movie.
Probably one of the better Australian films I've ever seen. Obviously, it's no rabbit-proof fence.
Yeah, no, that film is next level.
Or even Two Hands. Two Hands wasn't bad. I'm sure you guys have never seen or never heard of Two Hands. Heath Ledger and Rose Byrne. Old Australian film.
I was gonna say I got nothing.
Also good. But, so that was good. Liked rewatching that. Rewatched Godzilla 2014. I still really like that film. I get a lot of enjoyment out of that. Humans aren't dumb. That's where I leave that.
Fair enough.
I also rewatched Godzilla vs. Kong, but you'll find out about that later.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that one.
Yeah.
You'll see that one soon.
Is the door open?
Yeah, it is because the dog came through.
Give me a sec.
Okay. Well, I'm going to talk about one thing that I finally finished watching after all this time. Dan McGuinness is very excited because I finished watching Steven Universe.
Oh boy, this has been a long ride. This has been like a year-long ride.
Yeah, and so I watched it in chunks because even though I love this show, for some reason I would just watch a bunch of episodes of it and then just not watch anymore the next day or so, and then I would completely forget about it for a bit. I freaking love this show. This show is amazing. This as like a family-friendly cartoon show. Everything they do in it is so good. The world building in it is amazing. All the like sci-fi fantasy stuff that they set up is so good. They do an excellent job of weaving an overarching plot through like single episode adventures. Episodes are only 10 minutes and there's like 20...
Wait, 10 minutes?
10 minutes. Ooh. And I think there's like 20 something episodes a season. And like, so they're really quick and really short. They fly through. And yeah, it's so good. Honestly, it's amazing. It made me like tear up and everything. Like I got so into it. It was beautiful. I have both art books. There's a huge twist in the final season that I was not expecting at all. And it was really, really well done. And they handled it really well.
His name isn't Steven.
No.
It's Kyle.
Kyle, so much worse.
I'm going to jump in here.
Yes.
And continue with what I've been watching.
Dry and all that stuff. Oh yeah, what else have you been watching?
So I've been watching a lot of South Park while doing work.
Nice.
Going back to older seasons. Love South Park. They just know how to do really weird humor.
It's all
on Amazon Prime. Every single
so
season.
I will be watching that.
We like that. Even like the good seasons, like season 12 and stuff, they're real good. Saw a new movie. Don't want to go too much into it because it hits very close to home.
Ooh.
And it's called The Father. It is our Best Picture nominated for this coming Oscar award show, starring Anthony Hopkins and Olivia Colman.
This one looks sad.
Yeah, it's about a daughter dealing with her father who has like really aggressive dementia and Alzheimer's.
Ugh.
And what this movie really interestingly, what does very interestingly is that it puts us in his shoes. It takes the concept of the unreliable narrator to next level.
Oh God.
Where it oddly gives you, it tries to give you the experience of what it's like to have this disease or this horrible disorder where we're watching things that we feel like we've seen before, and then they get different people, different actors to play the same character.
Oh.
Because like there'll be a scene where like they say his daughter's about to come in and it's not Olivia Colman, but she's still acting like his daughter.
Oh, and that's because he can't.
Yeah, it's because he's.
Oh, God.
And then there's just like a 7-minute scene at the end
that is
where like
heartbreaking.
he's finally in a nursing home.
Yep.
And he's just like he's completely gone by then. He asks he's asking them, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
And then he finally just asks, "Who am I?"
Oh God.
Oh. And that's heartbreaking. And then he starts talking about his mum, how he wants his mum to like. He's like, "Mum, she's coming to visit me, isn't she?"
Oh God.
And then it's just like resorts to like a little boy just saying, "I want my mummy, I want my mummy." And stuff. It's
Jesus.
I couldn't hold it. It was, and it's something that hits very close to home.
And Anthony Hopkins is amazing in it, I assume.
This is hard because I think he deserves Best Actor.
Oh, really?
For it. And
oh wow.
With saying that though, Boseman is incredible, and Boseman is the best part of his film.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And Boseman, I can see if Boseman wins, I'm gonna be like, he deserves it. Well done.
But just especially in your opinion.
But in my opinion, especially with Boseman, where he's got, you think of everything he had to deal with off, during, and he gives that great performance.
Best acting not on set. Best acting ever.
Yeah. Oh, we still got time.
Letting everyone know. I'm just going to do it now. Anyway.
Okay. But then Hopkins just like it's heartbreaking. I described it when I was talking to Steph about it again today. It's a horror film. It's the scariest film I've ever seen because
it's so realistic.
It's so I just like imagine living like that where like there's scenes where he will have is it flat?
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's right.
There's scenes where he has a conversation with his daughter, and then it'll cut, and then he will reference that conversation, and they're like, we never said anything like that. It's like you completely made that up, and then suddenly, like towards the end of the film, the conversation they had before that he goes through the rest of the film, people saying that wasn't true, is suddenly actually what's happening. So you alright? Yeah. Are we good? I'm trying to talk more about the father, but I can't because I'll cry. Yeah, we like The Father. Yeah, I gave it 5 out of 5. It's the best film I've seen this year, and it's my number 1 for like Oscar Best Picture.
So what was your original number one? What did
Minari.
Yeah.
We like Minari. That's a Canon battery, and that Canon battery went that quick.
Yeah. I think it's just the old camera.
Wow. Michael, what do you think about that? You know cameras.
I really don't.
We know cameras.
I'm the one that knows the least about the camera.
How's that? Has that got charge?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Go run that battery. Other battery you had back on charge.
I did.
Oh, did you? You're smart.
Yeah, I got
Good.
this.
Alrighty. I was trying to avoid talking heaps.
Oh,
just
so
'cause
I didn't. Yeah.
Sorry, I did.
God, who
so
knows how long we had you been gone for that?
Oh.
Hopefully not too long.
Hopefully it's not too long.
And
We'll see.
what I was going to say is the whole thing about Chadwick is I don't like I obviously I haven't seen like any of these movies,
Yeah.
but like I know he's an incredible actor, but I don't want the fact that he passed away to be the driving force for him to win. It's like, oh, but he passed away, so we're going to give it to him. Like,
So,
but like, because I don't like, because I know like it's very sad and like in like and like obviously him hiding it and stuff, incredible, and just like how he didn't play it, but like I don't know. It's just I
It's
don't
always gonna
want
have
that
that-
to be the driving factor.
It's always going to have that question like the Heath Ledger one.
Yeah.
So, you're muted. You're good. So, my thing with it is that I think Hopkins should win. I think I've seen them all the performances now. I think Hopkins is the best out of them all. If we're going strictly by that, by on screen, who gives the best performances is Hopkins.
Yeah.
Boseman, though, gets that extra level of where he was going through all that and he still
Perform
was
like
able
that,
to
yeah.
do that.
So yeah, it starts to beg the question of what are the parameters that you take
because
into account.
because that's
And even
very
Riz
like,
Ahmed. Riz Ahmed was fantastic in The Sound of Metal.
Yeah, that's apparently really good.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I'm gonna reset this timer. All right. My thing is that either Hopkins. I'd love Hopkins to win. I think Hopkins should win, and I'd love it. I wouldn't mind a tie though, which they've done before.
They have done that before.
Oscars do get ties.
What they do that with? And like notably.
Notably, I can't. Braden,
I'm
give us
looking
a-
it up.
I didn't know if there was like one.
I can't remember if they've ever done it for Best Actor or
okay.
something like that, but they definitely do it for like the visual effects and sound editing.
Okay.
They,
See, I don't think they'd do it for best. I think best actors got like that one they like. You'd have to give to someone.
Yeah, the most recent one was in 2013, and it was a tie between Zero Dark 30 and Skyfall for sound editing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then before that, it was for
Has it ever
short
been-
film, which was in 95, documentary feature in 87, and Best Actress in 69.
Oh, so they have done it before.
They've done Best
So
Actress,
that's a
and
very
they've
long
also
time
done,
ago.
they did Best Actor, but it was back in like 1930s.
Well, I think so. Here's the way I see what's happening. There's three options we can get here, because I think these are the only two that are either going to win it. I don't think anyone else has a chance in hell. Sorry, Riz Ahmed. Love you in Sound of Metal, but I don't think you've got. I think you're amazing, and any other year you'd have it.
yeah,
But this is
This
just
is a stacked year.
stacked.
So option number one, Boseman wins it. Goes to his family. Heath Ledger deal. Option number two, it's Hopkins upset of the year. Hopkins wins it, but he gives the award to the Boseman family.
Whoa.
Right? Which he would do because he's already got one.
True.
That's
That
a
was-
weird sound. That was the sound. Option number three is a tie. It'll be one of them.
That's very interesting. That's very.
I wouldn't mind Hopkins winning and giving it to the Boseman family.
That would be amazing.
'Cause then it's just
oh my
like-
god, you'd cry so much.
Yeah.
If you haven't already cried enough from his film, you will
Oh,
cry
dude,
more.
don't.
so. Wait, which film is he nominated for?
Who?
Boseman.
Ma Rainey's
Ma
Black
Rainey's
Bottom.
Black Bottom. Black Panther. Black Panther.
Ryan Coogler's been coming out lately.
Yeah, he's
saying
talking about
stuff.
some stuff.
Yeah, about how like he would want them to continue on doing stuff.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, who knows? Do you want to get on to our final topic here for today?
The final. What is it?
It's Invincible.
Ah.
We haven't talked about Invincible yet.
Aha, Michael, that camera can go flat now. 'Cause you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen
You
it.
can just zone out for a bit.
You get a chill.
So,
Good jinx now.
Invincible, hit comic from Image Comics, written by Robert Kirkman. You might know his name from The Walking Dead.
You like The Walking Dead. Well,
The Walking Dead, where he made all of his money, and now he's back with a new show based
wait,
on.
that
a
will be
comic.
in camera there, right? Oh, yes, that one. You scared the crap out of me.
Did he just like
He
come out of the shadows?
He appeared from the shadows like a Ninja Turtle.
Oh man, nice. Like Raphael in
Yeah.
the first Ninja Turtles movie.
My goodness, I can't wait to have that camera on me when you just appear.
It's so good. Yeah, that's as quoted by Alex's dad just then.
And now
that's what
this
Ninja
creature's
Turtles
out
do.
here.
And the rat's back.
Yeah, Splinter's following your dad.
No, so Invincible, Robert Kirkman, he's back with a absolutely chock full star-studded cast for this superhero cartoon show, which is incredibly violent.
Do you have a favorite
Cast
casting
member?
in it?
I'm not sure about casting.
I do.
I have a favorite character in the Invincible like universe at the moment. So we should say they released the first 3 episodes straight away.
Yeah,
And
then
we just
4
had
came out
episode
last
4.
week.
So it's
Gory.
it's incredibly violent. It's a take on the superhero genre. It's kind of a parody, kind of a commentary. It made quite a lot of sense in 2003, back when like it was like the most horrific thing ever. And now it's coming out now, and it's like, okay, we see a lot of dark superhero stuff now. So it still walks that line where it walks between being incredibly colorful and incredibly vibrant and pastel colors and like this incredibly interesting, like wacky world juxtaposed with this incredibly dark, incredibly gory and violent. It's the most gory cartoon I've ever seen in my life.
Got some great needle drops too.
Oh yeah, it's got some.
There's a song in particular that it's such a vibe.
Yeah.
It's when the alien race in episode 2 are coming
think
through.
it's
the song's called like F Yeah or something.
Yeah, it's like Fuck Yeah by like Tom Tom or
Yeah,
something.
and then it's such a good backing track to. It just got me hyped. And I was ready to go.
Holy Fuck with Tom Tom.
Yeah.
And dude, so they use it 3 times.
Yeah.
They
Every
use
time
it
this
on
alien
each
race comes
invasion,
through.
and then on the last one, it's when he goes to their place,
And they use the actual
a
lyrics.
remix,
Yeah.
and it's fucking nuts. But
So
yeah,
my favorite casting is J.K. Simmons as Omni-Man.
yeah, it's gotta be Jake.
I mean, he looks exactly like J. Jonah Jameson, by the way, with the mustache and everything.
Oh my god, it's so good.
But he. Can we spoil it? Should we spoil?
I think
Should we wait?
we can. I think we probably shouldn't spoil it just
Okay.
yet. Well, I think we can do a spoiler discussion later on.
So the way he plays his character, there's 2 different ways he needs to play it in most scenes. He nails both of them. He like for parts of the. I can't go too much into it.
I know you really
Like,
can't.
he just
get too
nails
far.
playing this character.
Who's clearly got more going on than
Yeah.
what we're seeing yet. It's also incredibly interesting. So on Monday night, I read through the first 2 volumes of Invincible. Very different to the show that I just watched on last night, where I've been through all of it that's out so far. They do so many changes to the timeline of events that happens. The thing that happens at the end of episode 1 isn't until the very end of volume 2.
Yeah.
And they needed to move that into the first
So
episode.
he knew what was happening.
So that people understood what the show was. I imagine trying to pitch that as a pilot without that scene there. Like,
Great moment.
for the comic books back in 2003, it was a huge deal because all these kids were reading Invincible, and all of a sudden, like, all these issues in, and suddenly this incredibly violent act happens, which I will comment on in a spoiler cast at some point because it's very different.
Is it better?
I like it better
Okay.
than the one they show in the cartoon.
Oh, you like the comic better?
I like the comic one better, but I like the show more than the comic in general.
I've heard because I've been watching these 3 guys that I watch on YouTube.
Are they all white and the show
No,
starts
they're
with
Hispanic.
MNT?
That's hey.
That's us?
Hey.
You don't watch our show?
No, I don't. They've been watching it too, and they're some of them, 2 of them are big fans of
the comic?
the comics, and one of them's just started reading like you.
Yeah.
Of the comics, and they love the show.
Yeah, the show is better.
Yeah.
And I think it shows what you can do when you're reflecting on your story that you've
So,
made.
just
You
the
can do such
cast
better
is insane.
foreshadowing and everything.
I'm telling Gabe to watch it, by the way.
Yeah, nice.
I was messaging Gabe about it last night. I was telling him to watch it.
They flesh out so many characters so much better. The casting of them is absurdly good.
Let me
It's
find
like
it.
the biggest stars. So you've got the entire cast of The Walking Dead. You've got all these big heavy hitters out of everything else.
I'll read it out.
And then you've got all these incredible people from like cartoon shows and video game voice actors all jumping in on it as well.
So
People
you
who
got
have been in
Steven Yeun,
superhero cartoons for yonks.
Glenn from
Yeah,
Walking
yeah.
Dead, J.K. Simmons, Zazie Beetz.
Who's a whole new character. Or they like...
Oh,
Race
she's not in it.
changed.
Oh, okay. You've got the guy from Book of Mormon
Yeah. as
playing
his
William
friend.
Clockwell. You've got Walton Goggins.
Who's amazing.
Cecil.
He's also not in either of the first 2 volumes of the comic. He's only introduced in 3.
You got Gillian Jacobs playing
Yep.
Adam Eve. You got Jason Mantzoukas, which is Pimento.
From Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He's
Which
in The Good Place.
Straight away, you can tell.
It's just him. He plays it as just him.
You got Zachary Quinto from Spock from Star Trek.
Yeah. Who is Robot and excellent.
Mark Hamill's in it.
Mark Hamill. The cameo of Mark Hamill was so good.
He's the guy that makes the suits, isn't he?
Yeah. He makes all their suits. The superhero suits.
Clancy Brown.
Clancy
It's
Brown's
Damien.
excellent.
Apparently, Damien in the comic books is just a joke.
Yeah, because he's a joke about how stupid Rorschach and Hellboy are.
Yeah. Seth Rogen's in it.
Seth Rogen is the character Seth Rogen plays, Alan,
Yeah.
the alien. He is my favorite character in the entire series.
So
So
you know
far.
that Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg are working on a live action film?
Of
Invincible.
what?
Yeah. So and they're still working on it apparently.
Weird.
Yeah.
So
Why would
wait,
they
where
do
can
that?
I watch this?
Amazon Prime.
Amazon
Good.
Prime, and I highly recommend watching it with the X-ray mode turned on, so you see all the trivia. Because they had a lot of fun writing those trivia notes. They all joke around in there. There's like a part where in the most recent episode, a certain...
Which is my least favorite.
Yeah, same. So here's my thing. I have a big issue with cartoons jumping between 2D and 3D
Yeah.
as constantly as this show does. I hate it. The 3D just looks shit.
In the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't...
I haven't really noticed it that much.
I can't help but notice it. I see it and I go, it just looks bad to me. That's just a personal opinion. Because all I think of when I look at them is I think of like the shitty cartoon shows that we grew up with, like
Right.
that were in. Like, what was the Dragon Riders one? That's the one that I think of the
don't ask
most.
me.
I don't know if it was Australian or not, but it was just so bad. And I think of all these cartoon shows that I grew up watching where they were this terrible animation style that was like early CG, and it's like, fuck, they just look so bad. And they use it a bunch in Invincible for their bigger scenes. You can tell that all their budget went to the cast and the fight scenes.
Yeah.
Because talking and dialogue scenes is just mouth moving.
Yeah. I
is
haven't
fine.
really...
It
Nothing's
also-
been too bad to me. Nothing stood out to me as being bad.
It mirrors the comic a lot.
I really love the show.
Yeah. And yeah, the cast is just bonkers. Getting people in for tiny cameos is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like I'm very excited to see where the show goes because I think the mysteries that they've set up are excellent.
Yeah.
And just having started Volume 3, there's really, really exciting stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Oh.
We like Invincible.
I highly recommend it. Go check it out so then we can talk about spoilers.
Now, before we end, I want to see if Alex can redeem
Oh,
himself.
shit, yeah.
So we did have the,
Grasshopper.
maybe we had
from the hit movie Bugs Life.
Yeah.
we had the 100th episode last week.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah, fuck.
I kind of screwed Alex over with the
Yeah,
a
fuck me.
bit of movie dates. So I
Yeah, you're looking at that camera too. That's what I'm looking at.
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to change the battery? We just want to walk the line.
it's all right.
walk the line.
I've only
Okay.
I've
I
only
mean, a
got
game focused on me and my camera is about to go flat. Let's do it.
three. I've
I'll
got
make
3
sure
or
Michael's
4
still
movies.
recording.
So
How many movies we got?
about 3 or 4.
All right, we'll do 3
So
for the camera's sake. Is that one dead?
when
It stopped recording. Now it's recording.
did Rise of the Planet of the Apes come out?
2011.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alrighty. There we go. Good. We're,
When did Dawn of the Planet of the Apes go out?
No. When did Space Jam come out?
Yeah. Oh.
This is what we were talking about earlier when you left the room.
Yeah. Oh.
It's not 97. It's before 97. Or is it 98? 98.
Is that your final answer?
No, because now I don't feel like it is.
I'll give you it's not 98.
Am I close?
What you said before was true. It's before 97.
Yeah, so it's 94.
Oh.
93.
Too far.
95. It's 95.
No.
What was it?
96.
Damn it, the one I didn't say.
Alrighty. Let's just get we'll go one more.
One more round.
Alrighty.
Oh, we also
You know
got
what?
we also got our tickets to go see. We're gonna go
Mortal
see Mortal Kombat. Very excited for Mortal Kombat.
When
When did Mortal Kombat come out?
did the first Michael Bay Transformers come out?
Ooh.
Ooh. 2007.
Yes.
Hey.
There we go.
Nice.
So-
Linkin Park all the way.
Yeah.
When
Give
I
me one
don't-
more. I like this. One
Give
more.
him one more.
One more.
One more.
I'm on a high right now. Knock me back down.
Okay. You got to give me a sec here.
Okay, wait, I got one.
All right, go for it.
When did Pacific Rim come out?
That's what I had in my mind earlier.
Whew,
Pacific Rim,
It's,
the best
it's
kaiju movie.
2013 or 2014?
Okay, out of those, which do you pick?
2013.
He's nailed it, folks.
Yeah.
There we go.
There it is.
You know what? Just cause I'm intrigued. Let's see if he can nail this one. If I can actually spell it properly.
Oh no.
Alrighty. When did the first X-Men movie come out?
Now, it's either 2000 or 2001.
You are on the money with it.
It's just which one?
2001. No, 2000.
It's 2000.
It is
look.
2000.
Did X2 come out in 2002?
Came out in 2003.
2003.
You were thinking of the hit film Spider-Man
Ah.
that came out in 2002.
There we
like
go.
that film.
It was a good
So
movie.
you have redeemed. You definitely redeemed yourself.
Yeah, I'm pretty
You
good.
did a good job with that.
I will just keep sneaking while the trailer game's on a bit of a break. I'll
Trailer
sneak.
game,
I'll
it's on
sneak.
hiatus.
I'll sneak these in every now and again.
We'll get you a theme, Michael.
We don't need a theme.
Okay.
I just want you to redeem yourself.
What's that? What's that? What's
A
that
date.
date?
Stupid. Big shout out to our wonderful Patreon producer,
Mark Flair.
Mark Flair, thank you so much for supporting the show. Big shout out. Mark's been giving some feedback to us, and we're gonna see what they want to see more. So if you want to share with us what you want to see more, either leave it in the comments or head over to patreon.com/millennial movie talk. Chuck us $1 or $2, get access to all of our
Give us
backlog
money.
of behind the scenes stuff, as well as our commentary tracks, which will be returning soon. And then you can get a shout out on the show if you want.
We like that.
You can also help support us by just commenting on our stuff. Well, I don't think we will ever have a video with as many comments as our Godzilla vs. Kong review.
320. at the
So
moment.
good. So good. If you are bored, go read through those comments. They are the best.
Fight.
Please fight. Please add to the
My
fire.
puppets.
But yeah.
Sometimes I go in there and I just like throw a little fuel.
Just douse the
And they
flames a
just
little
run
bit
in
more.
and they're like, ah!
Sorry we didn't like your monkey
Like it
lizard
will
movie.
die down and I'll just be like,
Hey, but what
And then
about
you'll
this?
Work on a long video to go out
yeah.
next time.
they're
Keep
gonna-
an eye out for that.
They're
So
going to feed on
subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you catch Alex's thing he's working on at the moment.
my monkey boxing movie.
And if you head over to anchor.fm/millennial movie talk, you can find
You can
all
hear.
the podcast service stuff we do.
Have a listen.
Find it wherever the hell you want to listen to it. In your car, in your toilet.
In the bath.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
What about the shower?
Yeah.
it.
I listen to
Do those
podcasts in the shower.
speakers?
I listen to podcasts in the shower. Put my phone on top of the thing.
On top of the shower.
Yeah,
Like,
I have a little corner and it fits on there and it doesn't fall.
you are a brave
Man.
Yeah.
I just leave my phone playing
Get one of
music on the
those-
sink.
Just get one of those like $20 shitty sour sour.
No,
I like
he
to
likes
listen
the, he
to
likes the way he's doing it.
I like to live dangerously, man.
You live dangerously.
Also, Bond will return
Bond will return.
eventually.
We just we super can't deal with how.
Dude, we're really playing a good game with this.
Yeah, we are. We're playing.
If it shuts
chicken
off,
with
I'll run over behind Michael
Yeah, fair enough.
and do the rest of the show on Michael's
But there
shoulders.
we go.
But that's it. Make sure to add Michael on Facebook.
Please
It's
add
season
Michael
2
on
of
Facebook.
MMT, and we'll see if we can get a friend this time.
Did you get any from the 100th app?
No.
Ah.
We did
boys.
get some subscriptions, so thank you
We
very
did.
much.
We- People following us, but not you. Oh, someone sent us a very nice message on Instagram. So if you're
Yes,
That was
shout out-
our basketball on
Yeah.
Thursday. Yeah.
if
Shout
you're
out
watching
to,
this, thanks, Dion. We
Yeah,
love you.
our
We
Adelaide,
love you.
our Adelaide friend, who I still need to check to see if they're a customer at Greenlight, because I feel like their name's familiar. Anyway,
We like Dion.
thank you so much for joining us for episode 101, the first episode of season 2 of MMT. And with that, I'm Braden.
I'm Michael.
I'm Alex, and we're out of here.